Things from elementary school that at the time seemed normal, but looking back were really weird. First, we have book covers. Now, I understand wanting to protect the cover of the book so that you can use it for like 20 years, but I really don't understand why a piece of cloth helps or why it was our responsibility. And some classes even didn't let you use the cloth ones. You had to use paper, and it was like this whole origami project, and you got like points for doing it, which is just so bizarre to me. So we have class pets. Now, this was very cool to me in 3rd grade, but kind of horrific to me now. Why would you trust 3rd graders with a living thing? 3rd graders aren't responsible at all. And then someone would bring home the pet every weekend. That's like playing Deadly Hot Potato. Imagine you're the kid and the pet dies on your watch. How do you ever recover from that? Finally, we have tennis balls on the bottom of chairs. I kind of get that this was supposed to like not scuff and also help with noise, but why wouldn't the chair company just do that in the first place? Why was it the teacher's responsibility to get 100 tennis balls, cut holes in them, and put them on the bottom of the chairs? And everyone did this. It's so bizarre. Things from elementary school that at the time seem normal, but were actually really weird. Part 2. So we have talent shows. Now, I really can't think of a less talented group of people than school children, especially because they demand to be applauded for menial tasks. And I do sincerely apologize to everybody that had to sit through my 5-minute rendition of Bet on It from High School Musical 2. I'm sure it was cute, but I don't think 200 strangers needed to be subjected to it. So we have the crusty pair of scissors that was hanging on the lunchroom wall. Now, I cannot find a picture of this, but I swear to you, every school I went to had this. It was a pair of scissors hanging on a string in the lunchroom hall so you could open your little Go-Gurt packages, and there was gross sauce all over it, and it was the least sanitary thing I've ever seen. That's disgusting. Why did we have that? Finally, we have start times. Now, I cannot believe that I woke up at 7:30 for 12 years to go to school. That sounds horrible to me now. I get the original intent of it, but it's 2020 and not everybody has a 9-to-5 job anymore, and high schoolers can get themselves on the bus, and research shows this is really bad for them to get up this early. So why are we still doing this? Things from elementary school that at the time seemed normal, but were actually pretty weird. Part 3. So we have test dividers. Now, the lengths that we would go to protect the academic integrity of the If You Give a Mouse a Cookie book quiz was actually alarming. Also, ours were not this nice. They were just manila folders. They would fall down all the time, and it was honestly more detracting. Like, it's gonna be okay if Caitlin sees that 6 plus 6 is 12. It's not gonna be the end of the world. If we have spelling tests, now I get when you're a little kid, you need to know how to spell like dad or burger, but I was doing these through like 8th grade, and then they made us put accent marks. I don't know how to write that out, but I'm not going around going, what kind of pastas do you have? Do you have spaghetti? If I'm that age, I'll just look up how to spell oligarchy, and I feel like knowing that is more important than like memorizing it, but what do I know? I'm just an internet comedian. And we have science fairs. Now, yes, this is cute, but what really aggravates me is how pointless all of the experiments were. Like, I've never sat there like, God, my pennies are so dirty. I wonder if lemon juice is a good way to clean them. No, teach kids something useful, like how to start an investment portfolio at 18. They'll really need it. Things from elementary school that at the time seemed normal, but were actually really weird. Part 4. So we have bathroom passes. I don't care if Jacob's already in the bathroom. If I have to go, I have to go. This isn't a schedule. I'm either going to the restroom or I'm going where I'm sitting. It's your choice. Also, did anyone ever sanitize these? There's nowhere good to put them in the bathroom. Somebody should have sanitized these. That's disgusting. So we have field trips. I can't imagine trying to manage a class of 25 3rd graders, and that has 4 walls. This is open world. Oh, we'll just bring some parent volunteers along. No, they're going to be at the Zoo's wine bar gossiping about how Cheryl overdid the Botox. I have now realized in my adult life that every single teacher deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. Then we have signing each other's yearbooks. We were really hugging and crying at the end of the year as if we weren't going to see each other again in 2.5 months. Also, Jessica, you still think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows and you're bound to work at your dad's pizza shop for the rest of your life? That's great. I don't need your autograph. Things from elementary school that at the time seemed normal, but were actually pretty weird. Part 5. So we have playing the recorder. Why would you give 3rd graders an instrument that sounds like a cat's dying? And that's when it's played correctly. I was so excited to learn a musical instrument. I was like, oh my God, Hot Cross Buns is about to be the song of the summer. It was not. Also, we had a recital and my music teacher looked at me and she said, if you can't do it, just move your fingers, but don't make a sound. We have the wedding of Q and U. We really spent a whole day having a wedding celebration because these 2 letters are found next to each other most of the time. That's not even a healthy relationship. They should really spend some time apart. But I'm serious. There was like wedding cake and games and I was the ring bearer. It was like really something. I leave the Scholastic Book Fair. Yes, I absolutely love this. But looking back, what a nightmare. It's like the little candy owl in the grocery store times 100. It's like Tupperware for toddlers. I was a menace during this. I made my mom buy every single book with a dog on the cover. I think she spent like $200 on books. Did I read those? Probably not. Also, there were parent volunteers. So like Scholastic was really just reaping the benefits from this. And the coolest thing was to get those bendy pencils. That was the real prize. Things from elementary school that at the time seemed normal, but were actually pretty weird. Part 6. So we have school fundraisers. I'm a 3rd grader and you want me to go door to door selling magazine subscriptions? First of all, it's 2021. Second of all, what do taxes go to then? And they'd be like, if you sell $600, you get this cool bendy glasses straw. Like, the math isn't really adding up on this one. So we have nap time. My question isn't why did it happen? It's why did it end? You think kindergartners are the only people that need naps? I was getting up at 7 a.m. to watch Batman when I was that age. No. Later in life, I was getting up at 7 a.m. and expected to learn for 7 hours straight. No. Give me a broom closet and this, and I will be recharged in 20 minutes. Finally, we have assigned seats. This was like state mandated FOMO. Nothing was worse when you were sitting in the corner with none of your friends and all your friends were seated somewhere else. It was horrible. Also, I'd be like, I just got in a fight with Caitlin. I don't want to sit next to her. I'm 12 years old. Can I make that decision for myself? These are things from elementary school that at the time seemed normal, but were actually pretty weird. Part 7. First, we have school nurses. We love to have medical staff, but it felt like legally they were pretty limited in what they were allowed to do. Like they could give you a Jolly Rancher, let you take a nap, and check your back for scoliosis. And the third one's really random, especially when we had a girl that had a larva living in her ear for a whole month and nobody noticed, but none of the kids had scoliosis. So we have detention and just like what you would get in trouble for. One time I got in trouble for talking too much, which is literally my job now. One time I got in trouble for not doing my spelling homework. Like, I'll learn how to spell horse in my own time this week, Patricia. And then I just sit inside and watch everyone else outside at recess. Like, the FOMO and the shame was way too much for my little third grade brain. And finally, we have lining up to go down the hallway. We didn't assign line leader and line buddies. Like, this is not a CAA operation. We're going 10 feet to the lunchroom. Are children that bad at logistics that you really need all this to get them to go from point A to point B? Like, one time we all had to hang onto a piece of string. That's as close as you can get to handcuffing us without actually doing this. There are things everybody said on their elementary school playground, and I have no idea where they came from. Are you wearing a comic book shirt? You're such a baby. I know you are, but what am I? Oh, you're an Uggo McFuggo. I know you are, but what am I? Stop it! Jake and Veronica sitting in a tree. Kissing. Blue shoe, who's it? Not you. Sorry, Haley, you're it. Can I go in front of you in line? No. No cuts, no butts, no coconuts. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too. Things we thought were so cool in middle school that looking back were not cool. So we have duct tape wallets. These were everywhere except for where they truly belong, in the dumpster. The fact that we kept our parents' credit card wadded up in a ball of trash, maybe it was the inherent risk that someone was going to see one of these on the table and throw out all our most precious belongings that kept us coming back for more, but the pink zebra duct tape ones were kind of cool. Next we have jeans with Sharpie all over them because nowhere was quite as edgy as the suburbs of Ohio. This was the uniform for the crowd that hated their parents for unconditionally loving and supporting him a little too much because they just wanted to sneak into the back of a Spencer, take a peek at a Marilyn Manson poster, and then brag to all their friends about it. And finally we have the Zap games. You'd write the word Zap on somebody's hand and then a time underneath it. On the inside of their hand you would write a dare, and if they looked at the dare before the time on their hand they had to do it. The problem was it was just like a student council campaign promise. There was no follow-through. Yesterday my mom took me to the eye doctor and I got glasses. All the coolest celebrities wear glasses, like Robert Downey Jr. and like Simon the Chipmunk. Whoa, no, I wish you guys could see that blimp. It's so cool. Oh, you can see it? Oh. Teacher, we just have to be really careful when we play dodgeball because, like, I have glasses and they're very fragile. Am I nearsighted or farsighted? Regular? Don't tell my mom this, but they ask you all these, like, questions about your visions and I kind of messed a couple up on purpose because I really wanted glasses. Everybody sit on their elementary school playground and I have no idea where they came from. Hey, let me see your back. Okay. Line, number 9, crisscross, electric shock! Ah! Meow, meow. Hey, what game are you guys playing? What are we playing? Oh, Nunya. What's Nunya? Nunya business. Yeah, I'm flipping you off right now, because in China, the pinky finger is the middle finger. Yeah. Why are you only wearing one earring? Wait, what? I totally got you. You were so freaked out. No, that wasn't funny. Welcome to our school's annual fundraiser assembly. Because if we don't raise enough money, we won't have a heater this winter. Vultures, here we go. Clean up crew along the road. A tolerable learning environment isn't the only incentive for you to sell these candles. We also have prizes. So what if we're doing a little Wednesday dance around some child labor laws? 50 sold will get you this mini fan. Wow. Don't forget to weaponize your tears for a good cause. The top seller in the school, drum roll please, will get a day pass for 2 to the Great Wolf Lodge as soon as they reopen after the asbestos fumigation. Remember, the highest seller is usually the one whose parent coerces all of their coworkers into purchase. There are things everybody said on their elementary school playground, and I have no idea where they came from. Oh my gosh, be careful, your sock's untied. Wait, my socks what? Oh my god, I totally got you. Oh no, step on a crack, break your mama's back. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, gummy bears are chasing me. One is red, one is blue, one is leaking on my shoe. Now I'm running for my life because the red one has a... Hey, what's on your shirt? There is? Ouch. A, B, C, my mama takes care of me. My daddy watches MTV. Bill Nye the Russian spy.